Hey everybody, thanks so much for checking out Branch Out Guitar. I'm John, and today we're going to be talking about add and sus chords, so let's get started. So today we're going to take four chords, the A, D, C, and E chords, and we're going to learn what are add and sus chords and how we can use those basic chords to get a few different sounds with add and sus variations. So we'll take our A chord here. Now adding, you might see something like A add 2 or A add 9, A add 6, something like that. Literally adding means that you're adding to that chord. So in this case, the most common thing that you could see for A would be A add 9 in this position with this open position chord. The 9 would be the note, it would be the second note of that scale, which is B up an octave. And the way that you would fit it in here is you would substitute it for this note of the second fret on the third string and move up to the fourth string here. The theory is not super important. You could just learn this as A add 9 as well, but that is what is happening here if you are so inclined. So instead of this, we're getting, so a lot of times the add and sus sounds kind of get you this more floatier, prettier kind of sound. So we still have the note A in there, and now we're adding that note B, so that gives us A add 9. We could also have A add 6, and that basically is pretty easy in this case. You just bar across the second fret with our index finger. And we're adding that 6 in there instead of the 5th, which is the note E. We add the note F sharp, that's our 6, A add 6. Now just with adding notes to an A chord, we can also sus them or suspend chords. Now when you suspend something, basically what you're doing is you're taking the third out of that major or minor chord. And the reason it's called suspend is because without that third, you can't tell whether it's major or minor. So again, here's our A chord. The third, the note that makes it major, is this note here at the second fret of the second string. So if we let go and just play that note open, we get the note B, which was the note that we used for add 9, but because we've taken the third out, which was in the A add 9 chord, now it's suspended. Now you would see this written as a chord called A sus 2, because we're taking the second note and suspending the chord. We're substituting that for the third. So A sus 2. Or in the same vein, I could go up a half step from where I started here at the second fret of the second string and go up to the third fret. That's giving us the fourth. So this would be A sus 4. I'm fingering it here with my second, third, and fourth fingers. You could also use your index, middle, and ring fingers. You get a couple little variations on your just basic major chord. So then we have the same thing, a couple different options here for the D chord. Adding in this position, because of the limitation of where we are on the guitar, is not so much. There's not too many add chords here, but however we do definitely get the sus 2 and sus 4 chords that we just got with the A chord. So conveniently the third is on the top just like it was at the A. This is the note F sharp, the second fret of the first string. So if we take it off and just play the note open, get D sus 2, and if we go up a half step to the third fret, we get D sus 4. You would know these kind of sounds if you like Tom Petty at all. That's D sus 2, regular D, and D sus 4. Over to a C chord. Here we are going to get sus and add variations. Okay, so the first common one that you might see here would be C sus 4. So we would just add our pinky here to the 3rd fret of the 4th string. It's a little bit lower in the chord, so it's harder, a little bit harder to hear. You could also do this and then double the note here, like bar across the 1st fret with your index finger, just a half bar. You end up doubling the note F, the 4th. So C, and then C sus4. You could also get C add 9. So this note right here on the 1st fret of the 2nd string is C. If we go up to the 3rd fret, there's our add 9. And also you could change your fingering here. Instead of fingering like this, you could finger with your index, middle, and ring finger. And then also add the G on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. They all have their different character. Here, you're getting the open string, has a little bit different timbre. You could, this kind of doubles up, gives you a little bit more open sound, less floaty, a little bit more solid, powerful sound. You could do C sus2 here by just playing the open 4th string. It's a little muddy because it's lower in the register, but you can technically do it. I don't use it as often just because of that. It's harder to discern it and make it out. Okay, and then finally we have our E chord. Very common variation here, E add 9. You would just use your pinky here to add the note F sharp on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. The other variation would be to be E sus4. So instead of this, we're going to put our pinky here on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, kind of like the A chord all crammed in here on the 2nd fret, but on strings 5, 4, and 3. That gives us E sus4. If you're so inclined and can stretch a little bit, this is hard kind of for beginners, but I'll show you what it is. You could do E add 9 here, where you're adding the note F sharp at a lower octave, not here at the 2nd fret of the 1st string, but on the 4th fret of the 4th string. That would be E add 9. Same as this. You have the same note in there, but it has a different quality because it's in a different octave. So that's pretty much it for add and sus chords. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can get other great guitar information. You can comment and share below, and definitely be sure to check out branchoutguitar.com for even more information. We'll see you next time.